Hello my friends and welcome to my 19th video. Today we are starting a new project. After defeating Sauron's forces with the forces of good, we now switch sides and conquer Middle-earth in the name of Sauron. The evil campaign will certainly be interesting, because I have no idea how this faction functions or if we will have enough healing to get through this, but I will try my best to crush the land of man without losing a single unit. Also, I know it has been some time since my last upload, but I'm back in business and ready to suffer my challenges. So let's go on this journey together. As you should all know by this point, here are the rules as a quick refresher. Feel free to pause. So now that everybody's on board with the rules, there's one last thing before we start. The map has a nice evil look to it. I really like it. Okay. Our first mission will be the Mouths of Entwash. Man, Tolkien, I really love your world, but your names are hard to pronounce.
The Dark Lord's forces are pressing into Rohan. With their supplies steadily dwindling, Grishnach is ordered to send more slaves to work their camps. Between these slaves and the mighty army lies the maze-like Wetwang, which is heavily guarded by enemy outposts. To ensure the safe passage of the slaves through the marshes, Grishnach assigns a troop of soldiers as escort.
Time to prove your worth, worms! The last group of swine we sent to attack Rohan are a miserable lot! They grew tired of tasteless meat and ate their goblin workers. Now, we've got to send some of these filthy goblin slaves to replace them! Make sure they get there alive!
Me? Oh, I'll watch them. I will see to them.
And if we get hungry, we'll just... I said alive! And keep your wretched eyes open! Train more warriors if you can't handle it yourselves! Then make your way through the swamps! I'm leaving your worthless hides to handle this! I've got more important things to do than protect some miserable slaves! Now get moving!
We start off with basic units and have to construct a base and get 5 workers across the map. Let's see how we manage that. That sounds pretty basic. Why don't we have a hero for this mission? This is kinda odd, isn't it? Anyway, we can check the new spells we've got. The first one is called Summon Bog. It's a basic debuff spell. Could be useful, but I don't think that it will be. The second one is unfortunately called Murder of Crows, and it functions as a defense barrier of crows that get sacrificed. Yeah, we're not gonna use that, I guess. Next up is Wild Surge, which sounds like a healing ability for evil forces. I mean, hell yeah, give me that. I want my healing. Last but not least, we have Obelisk, which sounds like a very strong ability in a Deathless run. It summons an Obelisk which soaks damage from my units in a field. I mean, I want that survivability. And lastly, we have Summon Balrog. I don't think that I need to explain what this ability is. Sadly, I don't think that it will be that useful, because it's gotta be timed, and it isn't practical, isn't it? Okay, for units we can build a Slave Master. They are slow, don't deal much damage, but provide us with supply, and we can build more units. That's a plus, but they are relatively tanky and have at least 1 armor. My other units are basic melee units, which suck from their stats, to be honest, and Orc Bowmen, which are even worse, but they are ranged at least, I guess. Yeah. After a while of building up, I realized that I messed up my building slots and can't construct a mortar base anymore, because the starting space is too small. Oops, we will ignore that. Hopefully that won't come back to haunt me. Resources are also scarce on this map, and I don't build any additional workers and build more and even more archers and slave master as tanks, because I think this will be the best composition we can build right now. When my forces finish, I try to explore the map and get ambushed by some rangers, which promptly focus my units down, and 1 dies. Oof. Okay, I need to take my enemy encounters carefully. I need to split incoming damage as best as I can, and I need to pull my tanks away when they get low. Even with all of that, it's still close and I barely make it through without a loss. Huh, mission 1 and I'm already struggling. That's gonna be fun. Okay, so now my slave masters need to recover health and they have passive healing, which is good, but only if they walk instead of running. Wait, they can even walk slowly? What? That's a weird mechanic. I mean, the good units here always, why not the evil ones too? Okay. So we have to constantly switch between walking and running mode. That's gonna be annoying to say the least. I repeat this process of healing up, managing enemy encounters until I make it through most of the map and find an orc altar which grants me an attack buff. I mean, I don't mind, we'll take that. There are also some invisible or partly invisible units. This looks like a bug, or is this intended? You know what, this game is full of weird design quirks like this, so I shouldn't be surprised anymore. My forces kill more enemy troops, encounter some bears drinking from a river, and promptly kill them. The rest of the mission is the same loop. Killing, waiting for health, and repeat, until I manage to get my workers to the end of the map, and the mission doesn't end. Did I forget something? Oh, yes, I couldn't construct the last model building because of space problems. Do I have even enough resources to build one? Please, I don't want to be softlocked because I'm stupid and replay the whole mission. Oh my god, yes, thank god, I have enough to build the last building. I do just that and the mission ends. Whew, that was almost pretty bad.
We made it! I say we run for it before we end up in someone's belly.
I see new slaves have arrived. Just in time for dinner.
Safely across the ambush-laden swamplands, the goblin workers made their way to the support camps of the forces attacking Rohan, where they provided much-needed supplies to the front lines. With the fall of the enemy troops patrolling the swamps, the path was safe for transporting more reinforcements and provisions to aid the Dark Lord's army.
0 deaths. Man, for a first mission that was really something, but at least we got through. Okay guys, stay healthy, be nice to each other, enjoy life, and game on!